Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video, and I've got a top 5 most undervalued right now in the Veve app, collectibles and comics that I'm going to share with you. And I've picked through these, and I just cannot sometimes believe the price level of these ones right here and where they're at. So I really want you to give me yours as well after you watch the video. And I do have above the top 5, I do have also some honorable mentions as well. So if you do like the video, make sure you hit like. And like I asked, you got to comment down below. Have I missed anything? What is your most undervalued that we have in Veve, which is the ones that you look at the most for sure, right? So let's get into this, you guys. Here we go. Now, check this out at number 5. The most undervalued right here, one of them is got to be Stan Lee's Secret Rare. This is basically the Walt of Marvel, and there's 1,000 editions of the Secret Rare, and he's down at about 159. And why is this to me on my list right here? Well, like I said, there's only 1,000 editions. He is the creator, basically, of all Marvel heroes and characters. And you can see that some people have let the price slip all the way down. This is actually a good thing for people who do not have Stan Lee. You're going to want to pick him up and have him in your collection for sure long term. I mean, this is the man himself, right? And now that he's passed away and he's gone, this is an iconic, NFT to hold. The first ever, of course, this is his first appearance. So he comes in at number 5 for me. And if you want to pick up any of the other variations, they also are at great prices right now, but definitely undervalued in my opinion for sure. Number 4, and this one drives me crazy, and it's been talking about this one ever since I've ever been on the Veve app. And this is Boba Fett's first appearance. Okay, I can have this one at number 1. It's just that people in Veve just don't seem to understand that he is the most popular and most valuable Star Wars collectible that there exists in the world, for sure. And sorry, Grogu, he even tops you right there. Right now, his ultra rare is down at 44 gems. And I know he has more edition sizes than a lot of other characters, because he came from before. But if you own this guy, I only own one. I mean, you got to lock him away. In the real world, all of his collectibles are the most valuable, most sought after. And the Star Wars fandom puts him at the top. So if you're in Veve, you're going to want to make sure you have him, at least a copy of him. And you can get him now at a really great price. But he has been undervalued since the moment he showed up in this app. And it drives me nuts as a massive Star Wars fan and as a massive Star Wars toy collector. He is number 1, right? One day we'll see what happens, but it's beautiful too and animated. Anyway, number 3, this one might surprise you. This is Fantastic Four number 2. Okay, now all variations of this one are undervalued, but especially the common right here, sitting at about 6 gems or so. The reason why this is so undervalued to me is this is a really iconic, comic book in the real world. It is super valuable. It's Fantastic Four number 2, but also in Veve, it is really scarce. This one has low edition sizes. The Secret Rare is like at about 120 or so. This comic is very overlooked and undervalued. If you do not have Fantastic Four number 2 in your collection, make sure you grab one. There's not enough to stack hundreds and hundreds because there's only so many. This is actually a scarce release. So make sure you have one because these Silver Age comics that they've been dropping lately, with these low edition sizes are going to become more important as time goes on. And this is one of the most important comic books. The last 10-cent cover of a Marvel classic comic from the Silver Age, and it's Fantastic Four number 2. So you really got to look at this one for sure, in my opinion. Number 2 on the list, this is Iron Man's Superior suit. So this is the Funko collaboration. This is the statue. You can see I have my comment up there for sure, right? I do not own this one. This one I would love to own, though. It's only sitting at 350 editions. And I mean, it is so scarce. It's sitting at 166 gems. This is the first, collab with Funko. And this one is very scarce. You know that the Secret Rare version, the highest version, only has 50 editions, of course, and it's worth like almost 4,000 or 5,000 gems. This one at 166, in my opinion, should be worth quite a bit more just for scarcity alone. I don't own it. I'm looking to get it. If it keeps dropping, that's where I want to grab it for sure. But this to me is a great price already right here. And my number 1 right here is the Hulk first appearance. Now, this has been driving me nuts since the beginning, since he first dropped on the app. This is one of the most iconic characters of all time. I just own one copy of this, just one in my vault that I minted on mint day. I'm not selling it. I'm just keeping him. He's sitting at $43.99 right now as a first appearance, fully animated. And, he doesn't have that many editions. He's not like 10,000. He's got like 4,000 editions or something like that. I mean, he is really scarce if you think about it. And he is one of the most famous characters in Marvel history. And his first appearance is sitting right there. And there are people who are just letting him go at 44. I've never understood why he is not worth a ton more. Superman has got 8,888 editions, and he's worth about 240. He's not even animated. This is the Hulk. So it really just surprises me. It always have with some of these types of characters and why they're rated so low on the app. Maybe one day he will rise up like he should. I mean, even the secret rare of this one is actually not that much higher if you think about it. So it seems like we don't have a lot of Hulk fans in Veve, but, he is a very iconic and definitely one you want to put in. Now, I do have some honorable mentions, and I did mention Superman. I got to put him down there on the list right here, even because Todd right there is sitting at like 500 to 600. Superman's always been about half that price, which is always curious to me. He's sitting at 263. This is Superman's FA for sure. You can see my Spider-Man right there. I got that one. That one's the uncommon that I actually own. I don't own the Superman right now, but the uncommons, that one right there, that one is actually any of the Spider-Mans that are not the, secret rare. Any of those are super always, very undervalued right now. They've been super valuable in the past, right? For sure. So you're going to want to grab one of those if you don't have one of those. The Amazing Spider-Man 41 right there with the Rhino's first appearance is very undervalued as well because it's also scarce. Any of those Spider-Man comics from the Silver Age that have come out, especially the Craven one as well, very undervalued, you guys. These comics are super popular in real life, very valuable. And so, this one's sitting at 365 gems. That is really hilarious right there on the floor. And then Astro, I got Astro down there. Very popular IP, pretty scarce as well, fully animated, sitting now at 20 gems. Always been undervalued if you ask me for sure, right? Those are my honorable mentions, right? So you guys let me know what you think about my top 5. There are definitely other great deals to be had for sure. And other, characters that are being undervalued. You let me know what you think as well right there. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. We'll see what else they drop as well as time goes on. I'll see you in the next video, and happy collecting.